guys, welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Hearts and the power of fusion. Last time we fought a couple of masks and then we made our way here. Albert, the final battle. Let's take this guy on. I choose to fuse with Ifrit. If you do not, that is entirely up to you. Depending on your party chemistry, you may want to do something different. I want to increase your physical attack power as much as possible. First things first, we set up ignition, boost our physical attack even more. And the next thing we're going to do, well... Now, apparently that line that he says, I don't have it... I don't think I still have it up on a page. Oh yeah, I do. It's like a Japanese accented pronunciation of something the Necronomicon described, or like its original title in Arabic or something like that. So that's interesting and neat, I guess. Gospel. Raise target's physical and special defensive power. I almost don't think I talked about this. I said I got it, but that's about it. Yeah, that we should be good. I'm going to use this on Alice first. And basically, it increases physical and special defense by 30 or 36%. So it is really, really good. It does 2 stats in 1 maneuver. So I'm going to have her do that when she's not healing with Arc. But other than that, that's pretty much all she's going to muster. This fight, Zhu Zhen basically does whatever needs to be done. If he's not, you know, healing SP, or if he's not, healing MP or something like that, he'll do some normal attack, or he'll do some special attacks there and deal a little bit of damage. But other than that, he is kind of the third wheel in this fight, which kind of sucks considering he was dealing the brunt of the damage in the area. And he sometimes spams this. Usually he does not. So that's unfortunate that he's deciding to do it today. Holy Chest will deal a little bit of damage, and it will also do SP damage. Now, my 2 characters are protected against. Yuri is not. So we need to use Arc because we're a little kind of squishy. But yeah, Arc is broken levels of good. It's a full heal for everyone. It's basically, you know, reset, you know, full health again. As long as you don't die in 1 hit and she can keep up, you're pretty much going to survive. And sadly, some of the later bosses, and in fact, even this boss to an extent, is kind of based around that fact. He's not really based around it exactly yet, but he will eventually get there. I'm going to hold off and do some more attacking with Zhu Zhen here. There's the perfect. Alright, so he's got 2200 HP, which really isn't all that much. He's darkness based. He has crap for special and physical defense, though his special defense seems to be higher than it demonstrates. He has the same abilities he had when we fought him before. Black Surge to increase his special attack power, and, well, he hasn't used it yet. I'm hoping he does get a chance to use it, because when I tested this fight out an hour ago, it wasn't playing nice, and he just spammed that move over and over and over again. Next person to get this will be Zhu Zhen. Basically, they're a little squishier, so I use it on them first. If I get a chance to use it on Yuri, sure, but for the most part, it doesn't matter. He has higher stats and more HP than the others, so his level of survivability is much higher. Yeah, there's not really anything extra special about this guy right now. He's... Oh. That laugh sure does work, and holy crap, what am I looking at? They called Alice Demon Eyes. What the hell is this guy? Oh, ouch. That hurt. That hurt a lot. So yeah, he fuses. I'm not sure how he managed to get the power of fusion, but he did. He fuses into Aamon. Aamon has 4,000 HP and he's non-elemental. He has a lot more special defense than physical defense, so this is why we have Yuri set up as a physical fighter. The bestiary info, I'm just going to say this one for now. The bestiary info on this guy is probably more interesting than the rest of it. Demon that appears in King Solomon's Book of Magic, Lemegeton. You may remember this from Xenosaga. A violent, evil, and cruel soul. Its appearance signifies the end of the world. Well, goddamn rights it does. This guy's trying to end the world. Instead of wasting any more SP here, I'm just going to use a Thera root, or more MP. I can find my acronyms, abbreviations, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, this is his other ability. He only has 2 abilities in this form. They're both deadly. And they both look pretty cool. Now, do note the amount of damage he did to Alice and Zhuzhen is reduced by 36%. That's why I gave them that buff, because if not, they would be in critical HP from one attack. I still have to pretty much heal every round, but at least I'm not guaranteed to die. There we go, we got that one going. The etymology of Aamon's name is a little... You did the exact same amount of damage. This game is weird. You would think he would do substantially less, but Aamon doesn't seem to have much more in terms of defense. Let's use Arc. So when Zhuzhen runs out of MP, he's going to check to make sure that nobody else needs SP, in Yuri's case, or MP in Alice's case, and he's going to heal those. But yeah, Aamon is a rank of a Grand Marquis, and Grand Marquis of Hell, who governs 40 infernal legions. Appears as a wolf with snake's tail, and said in... I keep putting a mouse cursor over my text. In command of a mage, he can take the shape of a man with a raven's head. It is said to tell all things of the future and the past. Again, it just makes a lot of sense using specifically Aamon as the boss here in this particular case, just because of what Albert's been trying to do. It's also believed that the name derives from the Egyptian god Amun, A-M-U-N. And we're going to do anything. So you can do a Fury Serpent. Oops, I missed the perfect. Well, the spelling comes from the worship by the Greeks as Aamon, A-M-M-O-N, who they saw as an aspect of Zeus, apparently. Okay, sure, why not? Not necessarily as interesting as the other information, but it's there. So there's a Thera root there. And on Zhuzhen's next turn, he's going to be healing some SP for Yuri, because he's going to need it. Ow. But yeah, if Alice doesn't have protection from that status buff, she's in big, big trouble. And she's probably dead. There's the perfect. Been having trouble with Yuri's ring today. I wasn't paying attention. Did my buff run out? I think my buff ran out. Alright, so I can sell pure leaves and pure seeds now. I'm just going to be using the roots at this point. Anyway, not that it really matters, because a lot of the time you only need the extra 1 or 2 rounds anyway. But Gospel wore off. I'm in trouble. I need to use Arc first. And then Zhuzhen has to check to see if Alice needs any MP. And if she does, then you need to restore it. And I'm still alive, but you'll see the damage difference now with Alice. Yeah. It almost dropped her down into critical. Alright. I think it wore off. Ignition probably wore off. I'm pretty sure I've had more than 5 turns. So we're going to set this up. If not, it was going to wear off like right away anyway. I believe you can reestablish the buff before it runs out and just kind of extend the timeline another 5 levels there. She has enough of that. She has enough SP at this point. Do I need you to do anything? You can't do that, so I guess we'll do that then. Actually, you know what? Because your thing's about to run out too. The fight should be mostly over, so I'm going to go a little offensive here. I could go more on the defensive route and have Zhu Zhen and Yuri kind of heal up while Alice resets up those buffs. But I think, yeah, I definitely need to do Arc again. But I think for the most part, I'm able to survive. If I wasn't using Alice and spamming Arc almost every round, I would have to use Yuri in order to survive and use Baldo and heal every round. So basically the way kind of this boss fight works is since he does so much damage, you basically have to heal. And there his damage will at least lessen a little bit. Hopefully, okay, still alive. Barely, but he's still alive. Okay, so there's that. Gospel wore off. So yeah, with Gospel not on, he's probably dead from that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, use a Thera root on you. And then Alice can start re-establishing the buffs since she's able to do so on this particular turn. Starting with herself, because she's more important. It doesn't need to be perfect. As long as you get it up, you're going to increase your survivability massively. If you're a higher level than I am, then you're fine. You don't need to worry as much. But with the amount of HP and defense that I have, oh, he has a normal attack. Obviously, put your mages in the back row. Yeah, think about that. Without minus, the additional 30% defense and being in the front row. She's dead. I flinched on the last one. Oh, and there he falls down anyway. Perfect. We got him. We destroyed the demon that's going to end the world. And yeah, massive levels of experience. If you can manage it and you don't need all the protection that I set up for, then you probably want to equip Monk Earrings and Brigand Earrings for this fight. But I think surviving is more important, and I'm a little low on levels. And he is non-elemental and gives 5 to each soul energy. So the 3 that were already mastered doesn't matter, but we get 3 more or 5 more for each of the other levels. One step closer to getting that fire one. And if you picked up the Destruction Stone ahead of time, you acquire the Soul of Aamon. If you didn't, you're screwed and you can never get it. And that's more of a problem than we even know yet. Make absolutely certain that you got that Destruction Stone last time, or you miss out on it. And I'll explain later, but you miss out on a lot more than just that. It's all over now. What? Of course it has! I'm getting Dragon Ball Z flashbacks now that I think about it. Majin Vegeta. What are you talking about with this float thing? Float is a really stupid spell. In, like, any Final Fantasy it's ever been in. It's like, yeah, you need it, but it's lame having to recast it every time you enter a new room. Or it's useless in other contexts because you never need to use it. Because by the time you get that spell and actually need to use it, you have Gaia Gear, or some other way of avoiding Earth Elemental damage. Well, I think we screwed the pooch on this one. Final battle indeed. He's gone.
Achieve it. Behold! Worms who convicted me in Nuremberg 400 years ago. Behold the fruits of your folly. This light, this storm, now is the end of the world! Oh, glorious throne of the Lord on high, Yamato. This is indeed the signpost to a new tomorrow. The medium by which God shall bestow a new future on a world despoiled by human corruption. Oh God, at last the time has come. From the distant reaches of the universe and time, descend now upon this earth. Thousands upon thousands before me have tried, but failed. But I am the one who will finally achieve it! What is it? The float has risen. There's nothing you can do to stop it now. Son of a... 7 days from now, God shall descend to Earth. You can wave your fists all you want, it will change absolutely nothing! Force of all living things, all will be stopped. Soon, death will rain down upon the earth like manna.
It would have been awesome if when he laughed and flew off, he got smacked in the head again. But yeah, his voice actor seems to be having the time of his life, just hamming it up completely for this performance. And I very much appreciate it. It's cheesy, yes, but it's great nonetheless. They're referring to Kodelka, by the way. But yeah, I guess it's Niamato. It's kind of how he pronounced it. I'm not sure if that's correct, but that's, I guess, canon. She's in better shape than I thought. So we managed to save Kodelka. Trouble has just begun, hasn't it? Yeah, what was with this float thing well, he called it a float, but it looks more like a castle. It's Neum, I guess. Probably pronounced things wrong, but... Yeah, one of them, huh? About 100. Helpful. That's helpful. Oh, okay. I like how they kind of relate it back to, historical events. Anything that can't be explained in our own kind of timeline, they basically attribute it to some of these magical elements that they're incorporating into the story here, which is nice. Yeah. So what is that thing? And, well, we've got a week, I guess, to live, but... Oh. Whatever. That's kind of a pointless little tidbit. I know what a float is as regard to fishing, but that's not exactly how I would, use as a comparison. God will home in on it from the M72 Nebula. That might be a sci-fi reference. I am not sure. Not sure. That's a lot of light years away. Doesn't sound right somehow. Yeah, well, the fact that they're referring to, this concept of God as, being some kind of an alien that lives in a place as opposed to being omnipotent, kind of different from all of the other gods, quote unquote, that we've kind of been looking at throughout the rest of, this game. Alien organism, huh? With his hands like this, that's Buddha. God, Yuri's an idiot. If you saw a human with the eyes of an ant, it would seem overwhelmingly huge, right? Well, this particularly, as soon as I saw this line, I knew exactly the clip that was going in here.
Let me ask you something. If you were something other than a human being, if you were a different kind of animal, if you were a small bird, a sparrow, what would your world be like?
I should make my home in a tree in the branch of an elm. I should hunt insects for food, straw for my nest, and in the springtime I should sing for a companion.
Then you would know nothing of the politics of Florence? The cutting of marble or mathematics?
Of course not.
But why not?
My mind would be too small.
And as a man, can you accept that there may be certain realities beyond the limits of your comprehension?
I could not accept that. And I would be a fool.
And hopefully YouTube behaves and doesn't copyright the crap out of that, because I had to play a bunch of it. Anyway, but yeah, the comparison between the two, especially for me who remembered that line from Voyager, even years after seeing it, seeing this line, it's like, oh, I see that connection right away. Just a little bit of extra to kind of explain it, I guess. No. We're just like ants. Well, we're screwed. Yeah, we're completely boned. Yuri has the brain of an ant. Now Zhuzen's all depressed. So, I guess that's it. We lose. Game over. Might as well go spend the rest of our days blowing all our money on, I don't know, something. Something debauchery related, I'm sure, especially in Yuri's case. Where do we fight? How do you fight against something when you are ants? Gotta be a way to stop it. There's a way! Of course there's a way. There's always a way. Gotta destroy the float. Okay. Floating in space. I guess it went up further than it showed, but okay. instantaneous matter transporter. Okay then, if you say so. Go and start the generator for me. He's doing this automatically, by the way. Get on top of it. It's a treadmill. I'm not getting enough power. Your thing is powered by a treadmill. That's awesome. And we have a spin ring 3. Which isn't too difficult to do. Now we're moving. Here we go. If there's that much lightning going on when you're using your machine, I have a feeling it's not quite stable. It just fades to black and he's back. He's smoking. Go anywhere using your teleporter, huh? Maybe? He's alive, and then again, you know, this guy's been around for however many years. I think 600 years? Yeah, because 600 or 700 years, because Margaret had traced him back that far in history. And that's why I was mentioning his actual, you know, living dates or whatever, you know, in and around the 13th century, because in real life, that's when he was, you know, Roger Bacon lived, and that's when this character also is known from up until this point. It just, in this case, he's immortal, and in real life, he is probably not, unless he's hiding. Needs adjustment, huh? Must be another way. There is none. We have to go through your cockamamie device. Either we get killed by the machine or we get killed by God. Either way, might as well take the chance, I guess. Greatest invention, huh? Take us to the stars. Okay then. Get ready for departure. And with that, we should go back to the hideout. Before going back to the hideout, you want to do a number of things. Once you go back to the hideout and talk with Koudelka, a number of things change and certain things are no longer available. So make sure you have a backup save file from this point, or even from before fighting Aamon there. And then you should be in pretty good shape to make sure you don't kind of screw anything up. Does it force me? Okay, it doesn't force me. Good. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we're going to, well, I'm going to go see if there's anything we actually need to do as far as, you know, side quests and little mini events or treasure that we can pick up. And then once we've done all that, we can go back to the London Rats hideout in Old Castle Street. That's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.